What's up, guys? Today we have another review. I'm going to be talking about the GotBag. The model of this bag is called the Pro Pack Travel Backpack. It is a 35-liter capacity and it retails for $199. And the color I have here is the algae. First, before I get into the total exterior of it, I'm going to talk about the materials. GotBag is a brand that was, I think it was founded in Indonesia. All their bags are made out of 100% made out of recycled plastic from the ocean. So there's a good cause behind it. So everything on this bag, inside and outside, is made out of a recycled plastic that was obtained from the ocean. Let's talk about the exterior now. So on the front part of the bag, you've got a couple of different pockets. You've got first the smaller one, and it goes in about hand length. This is a quick access for anything like your phone or anything smaller, power bank or anything like that. You also have a hard, kind of like a harder shelled pocket here. And this is, you can put whatever, you could put wet clothes in there. I think a lot of people probably use this for sandals or shoes. So you have that part on the bottom there. And then, as with a lot of bags, this one's got plenty of latch points. You can see here on both sides, I believe. There's a bunch of latch points for putting carabiners on or anything like that. There is also a Velcro flap here, and there's a pocket right here. That's also quick access. It goes all the way my arm's length, basically the whole part of the bag. And it's another quick access, drop in stuff real quick there. And there is also a organizational pocket here that you can see here. And this one is gusseted, so when you open this, stuff isn't going to fall out, which is really nice. You have nice organizational features in here. Areas for your phone, power bank. You could maybe place a small tablet right here in this area. It's soft lined. This one has more of like a fleece lined material, and it goes in pretty much my arm's length as well. There's plenty of pockets in there. There's no additional zipper pockets though. Let me close that up. That does it for the front of the bag. So on the sides of the bag, you have two mesh stretch water bottle pockets on both sides. You can see there. Let's move to the back of the bag now. On the back side of the bag, you have your harness system. The harness system it's lightly padded. I wouldn't say it's like super padded, but it's comfortable enough. There's also a sternum strap for your chest to help take on that extra load when you have your bag loaded up with a lot of heavy items. You have a back panel that's well padded here as well, although there's no like visible air channels, but there are some grooves here that I can see some air going through, so you won't sweat too much. There's also a luggage strap, which is very handy for putting over your wheeled luggage. If you have some, you could hang that over. That's a nice addition. And then finally, actually not finally, but there's another hidden pocket in the back of the bag. And this pocket goes in pretty deep, not too far, but this is handy for if you want to put more like sensitive items like your passport, your wallet, or anything like that. You don't want people to be able to reach it really easily. And then the last thing is you have a zipper right here that goes all the way down, and this actually goes into your main part of the bag. It's for quick access to get access to your laptop and your tablet here. It goes directly into the sleeves of those two items. You could just pull them out right there really easy. There is a handle right here to hold your bag from the top. It's not padded. It's basically just a thin strip of like corduroy type material. No other handles on the bag itself. And that does it for the exterior. Now let's get into the interior of the bag. All right, let's talk about the interior of the bag now. So there's one main compartment, opens up kind of like a big piece of luggage. I'm gonna do that now. Opens up coffin style. can see there. The underside of the lid of the bag has a zipper pocket here. It's also softly lined with the felt-like material, so you can put sensitive type items in there, like your phone or anything you don't want to get scratched up. You have a mesh pocket here for some additional stuff. Maybe you could put a document or something like that in there. And then the rest of the bag itself on the inside, on both sides, you have some additional pockets that you could put items in. I didn't even notice these before, but it looks like you could probably put something like a tripod or selfie stick or an umbrella in there. And then there's a key holder here. It doesn't have like a latch type thing. It's just a piece of plastic that you wrap your key into. And then lastly, you have your sleeves for both your tablet and your laptop. And I believe the laptop fits probably like a 16, I think, inch laptop, up to a 16-inch laptop. And then the tablets, like it's pretty damn big, so you can fit whatever in there. And then just so you can see, this is the quick access. So if I wanted to get them without having to open up the whole bag, there is a quick access on the side that goes right into the sleeve. And that about does it for the interior of this bag. All right, so now I'm going to talk about how this bag looks when it's packed up with a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to load it up with some typical items that I would carry on about a week-long trip. But one thing I wanted to mention that I forgot to mention is that this bag does come with a packing cube. It's a pretty high quality one. Not only is it just a packing cube, but it's a compressible one, so it's expandable and you can compress clothes down tight on it. We're not going to use this for now because I have other packing cubes I've already loaded stuff up with. So let me show you what I've got. I've got 3 pairs of pants, 10 t-shirts. I have an EDC bag, a travel pillow, action camera. I've got a couple of tripods, Nintendo Switch, a water bottle. I have my phone. And then lastly, I've got my iPad Pro and a laptop. So let's start loading this thing up. iPad Pro in there, laptop there, put my Nintendo Switch, the EDC inside, put my tripods right here on the side and the selfie stick. I can put this in the front here. Water bottle on the other side here. Go ahead and put my action camera in this hard spot down here. Put my my phone, quick access right there. And then the pillow. I could probably still stick this in the main compartment here. Yep, goes in there pretty easy. So there you go. All full. I'd say you have about, this is probably about like 20, almost more than 20 pounds worth of stuff inside of this bag. That just kind of shows how much you can fill it up with. The harness system is extremely well engineered and is comfortable despite the bag's overall size. Not once did I ever feel too much strain on my back. All right, I'm going to talk about, I've actually traveled with this bag already one time, and I took this bag on a trip with us to, was it to Germany? Yeah, I took a trip with I took this bag with us on a trip to Europe, and it was a week-long trip. And the pros of this bag that I've experienced so far, there's like an endless amount of pockets and an organization on this bag. I mean, by far, this is probably one of the best bags out there in terms of like organization. There's just so many features on this bag, it's ridiculous. The harness system is really, really good. I have no issues getting it on and off. With a lot of other backpacks, sometimes I have problems getting it on and off. This one, there is no problems. I found this to be really easy. I don't know how that design works out, but it just works. The straps themselves are really they're not super padded, but they're just padded just enough, but they really feel comfortable. I mean, even though they're not like super padded, I felt like no stress on my shoulders at all, even when it's heavily loaded. This is like 20 pounds loaded, and I had no issues carrying this bag around. It didn't give me a lot of issues. Like I said, the features are just like, there's just so many features, so many pockets. I like the fact that the zippers are very smooth and easy to operate. There are 2 water bottle pockets. There's also side entry for the laptop that I really thought was very handy. So you don't have to get to the main, you don't have to open up the whole lid just to get to your laptop. You could just simply get it from here like that. That's a plus. The hidden pocket on the back is a plus as well. And then having a sternum strap and a luggage strap on a backpack. Usually one of those things is usually missing on backpacks, which I don't know why they don't just incorporate them both, but this one does incorporate them both. Yeah, the other big positive that I like about this bag is that it stands on its own. When you set it down on the ground, it doesn't fall over. That's a huge plus. You can see right here, it doesn't fall over. I mean, even if I push it, it doesn't fall, which is really nice. Yeah, let's go on to the things that I don't like about this bag. All right, let's talk about the things I don't it's not that they're total negatives, but they're just things that I wish the bag had. Which would make it even more perfect than it already is. The first thing would be the handles. There's only one handle here on the top. And it's not even padded also. It's just kind of like, it's just there, right? It would be nice if there were handles on all sides of the bag. So that way, if you wanted to stick this in an overhead compartment or somewhere you wanted to lift it up higher, it would be easier, right? As is, you just kind of have to carry it like, you know, freely with your hands. There are no grab handles. I wish there were grab handles. That would make it better. The other thing I didn't really I wish you could do with this bag is the harness system. It would be nice if these were stowable. So to keep the bag clean, like if you wanted loaded up somewhere, you're not really going to be carrying it around. It would be nice if these were the harness system was like either removable or it could be like stowed away and give the bag a clean look. Outside of that, I really do consider this bag to be, even at its high price point of $199, I find that the features and everything that come with this bag merit that price of $199. I really do think it's worth that. And of course, just like any other product, I'm sure you could find this on sale depending on the time of year or whatever. You could probably get it for cheaper than $199. That's just retail. So now for my final rating of the bag. It's super roomy. It does everything I need. It's got all the features that I like. There's just the 2 minor things that that I had a problem with that are easily fixable and don't really necessarily cause a huge amount of problems. And I've already traveled with it, so it's been tried and tested. So I'm gonna give this bag is definitely a solid 9 out of 10. If you found this video to be helpful, then go ahead and hit that like button down below, and please consider subscribing to our channel. See you in our next review.